Welcome back to our Wealthy Mindset, where we talk about all things money, mindset, and business. It's your host, Cindy, and today we're talking about something that's helped me move forward in my business faster than anything else. It was urgency and taking messy action. Now, here's the thing, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect setup, or the perfect plan will only keep you stuck. Successful business owners move fast, they take messy action, and they adjust as they go. And they don't sit on ideas and just wait around for everything to feel right or have everything in place. They just go with it. So I'm going to share why urgency matters, how to stop waiting and start executing, and why this very podcast is a perfect example of taking messy action in real life. So let's get into it. Now, let me start by saying this. Messy action beats no action every single time. If I had waited for the perfect time to launch this podcast, it wouldn't exist right now. I originally had planned it for Q3 of 2025 and had everything planned out and was even signing up for like a podcast kind of course. But I haven't even looked at that course. I just took action, knew what I needed to do, and just started posting my content. So I don't have a fancy mic. I don't have professional intro music. I'm not sitting in a high-tech studio with all the bells and whistles. I'm sitting in my living room with my laptop, a webcam, and a mic I bought off of Amazon. So it's literally just me, my thoughts, this mic, and my living room. And you know what? It's working just fine. I've had to let go of the idea that everything needs to be polished before I can start. So this podcast is an example of my messy action, and it's been one of the best things I've done. If I had waited for everything to be perfect and waited till Q3 of 2025, you wouldn't be hearing this right now. Now let's talk about why urgency matters. So successful business owners, they move quickly. They don't wait for the stars to align. They take action and figure it out as they go. They know that momentum creates more opportunities. When you wait too long to execute, the energy behind your idea starts to fade. You overthink, you procrastinate, and suddenly that simple idea feels overwhelming. You start to talk about it with other friends or family that really don't understand your vision, and you let other people decide whether you go ahead with that idea or not. Successful entrepreneurs don't waste time, they act fast, test, and adjust. That's how they build momentum. And trust me, you don't need to have it all figured out before you start. You'll learn and tweak things along the way. I've had so many moments in my business where I just waited for everything to be perfect, but I just didn't. And those decisions to just go for it, they're the reasons why I'm here and why I'm where I am because of those actions I took. When I first started sharing finance and tax tips on Instagram, I didn't have a content strategy or perfect branding. I didn't have the tripod or any sort of setup. I just recorded myself talking in my car. I just started showing up every day and talking to my audience and just sharing what I thought was important. So was it polished? Did I do hours of editing? No. I just posted it regardless of how I sounded or what it looked like. But it built momentum and grew into a business that I couldn't have imagined I would have. So messy action works. The key is to take that first step and trust that you'll figure it out as you go. Now let's talk about how you can create urgency in your business without really burning yourself out. So set short deadlines. Don't leave projects open-ended. Set a deadline and hold yourself accountable. Focus on one step at a time. You don't need to figure out every single detail right now. Just focus on the next small step you can take. Embrace imperfection. Done is better than perfect. Trust me on this one. You can always go back and improve later. You can always delete things if you want to later, but just post and do those messy things anyways. Surround yourself with action takers. Being around people who move fast will inspire you to do the same. Their momentum will push you forward. Now, ladies, if you've been waiting for a sign to start that thing you've been dreaming about and you've been thinking about, but you've been too scared, Take this as your sign to take action. Take messy action. It doesn't need to be perfect, and nobody's sitting there judging you. Everyone's so busy, caught up in their own lives. So the important thing is to just start. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take right now? What project or idea have I been putting off that I can take action towards today? The truth is, the perfect time doesn't exist, and it never will. The sooner you start, the faster you'll build momentum. So remember, ladies, messy action creates momentum, and momentum builds success. You don't need a perfect plan, a perfect setup, or the perfect time. You just need to start. If this episode gave you that push you needed, send it to a friend who also has been stuck and has been waiting for the perfect time. Remember, you're worthy of the life you want. So remember, move fast, take messy action, and I'll see you in the next episode.